What is going on, Arkansas Razorback fans, SEC fans, and everybody? Welcome. This is the Pig Trail Network. I am Tyzil83. I just want to say thanks. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the content. If you would, at the end of the video, like, comment, share the content. That means the world when you share Pig Trail Network content everywhere. Oh, I love it when you do it. So a huge thank you for those of you who have been. And, of course, if you haven't already, feel free to tap the subscribe button down below. We're talking about the Arkansas Razorbacks, Mike Anderson, what's next, tournament chances. Where do we go from here? Our men's Razorback basketball has been a crazy roller coaster ride, very similar to how football went in 2016. It's been a roller coaster ride. It started off great. Obviously, you had that early loss against Minnesota that had you kind of, make, a little double take on the Razorbacks. But then you understood it was an away game at a Power 5 conference in the Big Ten. That's obviously a better basketball conference than the SEC. So you kind of swept that one under the rug and you kept going, and then you lose to Florida at home. But then you find a way to beat Tennessee on the road, and then you lose, you let Kentucky beat you twice, and then you get smashed against Oklahoma State. It's just been a crazy roller coaster ride, finding ways to win games, like on the road in Texas against the Longhorns and against A&M. You sweep the state of Texas. You kick Texas's ass on the road. But then you turn around and you get smashed by just a decent Oklahoma State team. You lose to Mizzou on the road and then turn around and lose to Vanderbilt and Bud Walton. Just take that off there. Your best start in basketball since 95. What? More than 2 decades. You're off to a fantastic start, guys. Razorbacks are off to a fantastic start. I know what the pundits are saying. I know people still feel like that the Razorbacks have a better shot this year of making the tournament than fans may realize or may want to admit. And that's true. I do think they still have a shot. I think it's still there. But for them to do that, let's be honest, that's one hell of a hill for them to climb, and I don't think they do it. I don't think that this is a tournament team, and I know that's easy to say right now, but they're not. They're not a tournament team. In fact, I've been saying this before the Vanderbilt loss. The way they played against Oklahoma State, that wasn't the Razors. That's not the Hogs. That was arguably their worst performance I think I've seen, and only to be followed up when they beat Alabama. They took control of that game, thumped Alabama, pretty nice win, but then lose to Vanderbilt and Mizzou. What is with this team? They're not a tournament team. Yeah, they found ways. They got a little lucky, and they had some calls go their way against Vanderbilt on the road, and found a way to beat Tennessee and Texas A&M and Texas. Yeah, sure. They don't have a single huge win on their record this year, and that's another reason why I don't think they make the tournament. There's going to need to be some transparency at the end of the year. Jeff Long is going to have to start actually answering questions on social media or somewhere. He can't just do it on Bo Mattingly's show. He's got to go to where the fans can find him, and that's on social media. He's going to have to be transparent. Can't be snarky. Just be straight up with the fans. Mike Anderson, if you ask me, if you don't make the tournament this year, this has got to be it. In my opinion, really, even if they do find a way to make the tournament and they're one and done, he's got to go. And I know that's hard for Hog fans to swallow because of recruiting, and that's what I keep hearing two things. And the most of all, and I've talked to a lot of fans, number one is recruiting. You can't fire Mike Anderson because of what he's got coming in recruiting-wise with Gafford. And then obviously the next class after that looks really good, and they're already on top of some other guys of the class after that. And then what you consider what they brought in this year. And then the other thing is obviously the contract extension. The contract extension I get. I understand that. And I don't even know what the numbers are. I need those numbers. I need to find them. I was trying to look earlier, and I don't want to quote what I saw because I'm not so sure that they were true. So I'm not going to post them here. I'm not going to talk about them here. If you know his actual numbers and if you've got a link, a viable, respectable link, please let me know. That I do understand, and I do agree with that it's hard when you consider the extension that he was given. But you can't let you can't let a coach hold recruiting hostage. And I know that Mike Anderson's that's not his goal. Obviously, he's bringing these kids in to play basketball at the University of Arkansas. He's not trying to hold it. Well, maybe he is. Maybe there's a part of him that knows that his job does rely quite a bit on recruiting. But the fact is, he had a damn good class coming in this year with Barford and Macon and those guys. Next year he's got Garland, Hall, and Gafford. Gafford's going to be good. I think Gafford is going to be good. I can't wait to see what he can do. And then obviously the 2018 class looks really good on paper as well. But you can't let a coach hold the future of your basketball program hostage just because of recruiting. You've got to compare what he's been able to do with similar classes and put it to the test. Look at it. Hasn't passed the eyeball test yet. He's made the tournament one time. Mike Anderson has. One time. And if he doesn't make it this year, it's 1-6. What other Power 5 team or Power 5 conference, a team inside a Power 5 conference, what other team is going to be okay with that and keep a guy on? I was never for the extension that he was given. I never understood why Brett Bielema and him got such deep extensions. That's another video for another time. It's time for a change if the Razorbacks don't make it this year. And again, I say that lightly because I don't know what his buyout looks like. Again, if you have the information, please let me know. If you follow me on Twitter, @Tyzil83, maybe hit me up there. A change is needed. And you cannot let recruiting hold you hostage. You can't let that affect your decision for the future of your program. And who knows, a coach could come in and these guys might like him even more than Mike Anderson. You never know. I think with the facilities that Arkansas has, obviously must be working at least for basketball. I don't know what's going on with football recruiting, but in basketball they've done pretty well since these facilities have been built. The new Jones facility, they've got the practice court. They've got the things that they need to be successful in recruiting, and I think they've worked so far. You cannot let that level of fear, you can't let that guide what you do for the future of your basketball program. And if you can find someone to help out with that buyout, if you've got to reach into some pockets and into your pockets at the U of A, I think you got to do it. It's time for the Mike Anderson bringing back the 40 minutes of hell experiment. It's time to move on. That's it for me, guys. I maybe you don't agree. Let me know. I'm really curious what you think. Please share this video. Like, comment, and of course, if you haven't already, feel free to tap the subscribe button down below. Again, comment down below. I'm curious what you think. Until the next video,